Hello everyone, my name is Dawn Priolat, and in this video I'm going to do your romance reading, your love and romance reading, and this is going to be for the time period, let's see, this will be for the time period of September 27th until October 27th, and as I said, this is a love and romance reading. And if you find after watching this reading that you need more specific details, please look in the description below and you will find a link to my webpage where you can pay for a private reading with me. You can either get a special 2-question reading this month where I will actually send you a video where it's going to be focused on your 2 questions, or you can actually get a live Skype reading with me. So that's up to you. Okay, so Pisces, we're going to start with the first card. And this is how you view your partner. And what came up was the Temperance card in reverse. So normally the Temperance card, to me, when I see this card, I think of balance. You see, one cup is being poured into the other. There's a balance, there is a give and take. And so the fact that this is coming up in reverse is telling me that there's a feeling like there is no balance in this relationship. There is no give and take. There's one person who seems to be giving their all, and more than likely, in most cases, it tends to be the woman or the feminine energy in the relationship who ends up giving the most and becomes depleted. And the second card is how your partner views you. 8 of Swords. This is really a card. The swords are about mental thought. Oftentimes it can be worry. And this card is showing this is how your partner views you, that you basically could be free in a heartbeat, but it's like you have a blindfold on and you're tied up and you've got these swords around you which represent your thoughts about your life. And what I'm hearing is you think too much. You just think yourself into all kinds of problems that don't really need to be problems. But your mind convinces you that they are. So that's what I'm getting with that one. And your needs. Wow. For your needs, in the next position, we have the 5 of Pentacles. And these are showing 2 people that are out, literally out in the cold. It looks like they're walking right by a church, right by a place where they could have refuge, and yet they're out in the cold. And so in this position, this is talking about your needs. And so what this is telling me is that you really don't feel that your needs are being met. And what I would ask you to consider is, are you expecting this person, your partner, to meet your emotional needs? Because if you are, you're looking to the wrong person. It's really up to each one of us as individuals to do what we need to do to heal our childhood wounds, and so that we are not coming into the relationship as being needy, and we can fulfill our own emotional needs, or we can find friendships and other things that will fulfill some of those needs for us. But we're not going to be, showing up in a relationship as a needy person. Now, the next position, your partner's needs, the moon in reverse came up. So the moon, to me, when I see this card, this is like the subconscious mind. And when I see it come up in reverse like this is, this tells me that, your partner may have a whole lot of childhood subconscious programming going on that is causing them to need or want certain things in relationships. And really, this applies to everyone to some extent, but the fact that it's showing up for your partner's needs, this is specifically saying that you have a partner who really needs, because it's coming up in reverse, that's telling me that your partner really is not doing what they need to do to explore their subconscious programming about the relationship. And they're telling me about money too, because I'm getting that money, for some of you Pisces, that may be a subject of argument as well. So, and the next card that came up, this represents the current state of the relationship, and it is the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, you're juggling. The current state of the relationship is you're kind of going back and forth. You're juggling, you're not really able to make a decision. Am I in it to win it? Or am I just going to see how things go? It's, to me, what's coming up to me, what I'm hearing is lack of commitment. You're not really sure if you want to commit to this because you're not sure how it will turn out. But what I'm also hearing is until you do commit, you will not do the inner work that you need to do. Because, we could talk about your partner and his stuff all day or her stuff all day. But the thing is, the only person that you can change in this relationship is you. And they're saying, a lack of commitment on your part will keep you from doing the inner work that you need to do. And when you do your inner work, everyone around you, either they will change and they will rise to meet your new elevated vibration, or it'll just become very apparent that they no longer really fit in your life, and that the relationship will dissolve quite naturally. So anyhow, that's the current state of the relationship and where you're at. Now, the path that you want the relationship to follow, the Six of Cups has come up. And for me, this right away, what came up for me is, and I think we all do this to some extent, and this is true of all of us, is we want to try to find in this romantic relationship what we feel we didn't get in our childhood. We're reminiscing a lot about our childhood, and maybe for some of you there's some positive parts to that too. There's a positive feeling of belonging that you felt as a child, and you want to feel that again, being part of a family. So I don't think it's all negative, but just be aware that we do often try to get from our partner what we feel we didn't get from our mother or our father. And that kind of sets up a really, it's really kind of a neediness, because anytime you're expecting your partner to fulfill your needs, it's just going to lead to disappointment. It's so much better to work through your childhood trauma around the scarcity of love and whatever, so that you can become a whole person showing up for this relationship, and not expect your partner to have to make up for what your parents didn't give you. That's not showing up as a whole person. I hope that that makes sense to you. So the next position we have is the path that your partner would like to have the relationship take. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is, now this could represent actually a man or a woman, depending on, who's watching this video, I guess, because this is about your relationship. And so what this is telling me, the Queen of Cups is a woman who's very, and because it came up in the upright position, this is a woman who is very balanced in her emotions. She's very comfortable with her emotions. She's comfortable showing her emotions. And so this is what your partner is wanting in the relationship. And actually, if your partner is a man, and this is what he's wanting from you as the feminine role of the relationship, the feminine partner, this is really good news for you because, you get to be your feminine self. You get to have your feelings, and you must have your feelings. Otherwise, it will lead to big blow-ups, big overflows of anger and resentment built up over time. So he wants you to have your emotions in a well-balanced way. To be able to say, I'm feeling this, what can we do to make things better? Something like that, not coming at him as an attack. Aspects of the relationship to consider. Okay, this came up, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Page of Pentacles is often news concerning money, concerning a new job opportunity, a message coming through email or phone call or whatever about a new job opportunity. They're saying a promotion or a better paying job. And remember, I did actually see that earlier, that there may be some arguments or tension concerning money and finances. I think with this card, the Five of Pentacles, that may be causing some tension within the relationship. And so the fact that this came up in the reverse, it kind of is saying to me that there is some delays around that, around the new job. Maybe one of you or both of you is not happy with the amount of money that you're making with your career right now. And that is creating tension within the relationship. Now, if you have a specific question about this relationship, I'd like you to think of that right now, to have that question in your mind, specific question, because the last card that I'm going to show you is the outcome card. So just take the first thing that comes to your mind. So the outcome card is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So I'm going to say, if your question was a yes/no question, I'm going to say right now the answer is no. Just keep in mind, also, this is a general reading. And also, I said the answer is no for right now. And the reason I said that is not like a cover my ass kind of thing. It really is because you are the creator of your own destiny. And no matter what comes up in these cards, when you, as I said, do your inner work, I have on my channel, you've probably noticed I have lots of tapping, EFT tapping videos, and these tapping videos will help you to deal with some of your emotional baggage that you're carrying around into your relationship. So my point is, you can change it, whatever it is, whatever shows up in these cards, you have the power to change it when you own that power. So, but the Three of Pentacles for me, when I see this card and seeing it now, when it is in the upright position, this is a person who works well with other people, works well as part of a team. And in a relationship reading, that may mean that this person generally works well as part of your team. In other words, you and your partner, you are a team. But it's coming up in the reverse. And so, what I'm feeling with this is that for some of you, either you or your partner, or probably both of you, because I mean, let's face it, we attract who we are. Basically, we attract people that, really share a lot of the same characteristics that we have. And I'm really feeling like possibly both of you have a hard time working as a couple, working together as a couple. You're more seeing yourself, again, because of this lack of commitment here that I saw with the Two of Pentacles, like you're going back and forth. You can't make up your mind whether you're committed or not. And this is showing that as well. Like there's kind of a, I'm not sure if I want to work together as a team. I'm so used to doing things on my own. I'm so used to being independent and looking out for myself. And if I don't look out for me, who else will? And that kind of thing. So there's not a lot of partnership going on and working together. So that is the outcome of the reading. Now, I also went ahead and I pulled a couple of other cards to kind of clarify and give more to this reading for you. One of them, and these are the Viking cards. Let me see if I can show you what that looks like. The Viking cards, they're really cool. I really like them. And the first one I had come up was the rune Mystery, and it came up in the reverse. And so this is like, think of this as a little advice for you to help your relationship. So I'm actually going to read to you a little bit from the book that comes with these cards to give you some clarification. So the negative aspects of this card is you are unable to see the mysteries of life that the rune tries to unveil for you, even when they are right in front of your eyes. Like Odin in the tree Yggdrasil, you need to suffer a great deal before you can appreciate the little things in your life or see that it is you who holds the answers to the solutions you are seeking. Only you can put an end to that suffering by lifting the veil from your eyes and seeing the mysteries within and all around you. Things are never so complicated as they seem to be. You only make them so. So, yeah, again, as I said earlier, you are the one who is creating all of this experience. So you do have the power to change it. The next card that came up was the shield, and this one came up in the reverse as well. But I'm going to show you, this is what it looks like upright. This is the shield. This is about protection and boundaries, and it came up in the reverse. So that's kind of obvious. But I want to read to you what that message is for you. Setting boundaries. This is what it's about in your relationship. Okay, so the negative application of this is you forget that the shield is part of your protection. You are unaware of your outer boundaries because you have never been taught that you have any, and you are used to having people trample on you. You need to lift the shield up and learn how to apply it. While in the process of learning, one of the most effective applications of the shield is to say no and not give in to other people's pressure and continue to do things only to please them. This learning process takes time and you will probably make mistakes. But what matters here, like everything else in life, is to have endurance and not give up. Practice does make perfect. The shield can also be overused in such a manner that you hide yourself so thoroughly behind your outer boundaries that you never dare to let the shield down. By doing so, your protection works in reverse. You become a prisoner behind your own boundaries and lose the chance of becoming an active participant in life, in the life that goes on around you. And what I'm feeling for a lot of you is, they're saying this really applies to you. For those of you who have experienced abuse, especially sexual abuse, you learned at a very young age that you really had no right whatsoever to even set boundaries when it comes to your body, your own physical body. And so, uh, and there's a lot of them, a lot of you who've experienced this, who are now having a hard time even just being in your body. So you try to do everything from a very mental level, and it really is keeping you from experiencing the full abundance of living in a material world and living in a physical body. So, um, and they're saying to me right now, you may need to go back, rewind this video, and re-listen to what I just read to you about the boundaries thing. Okay? And as I said, if you need further guidance on your particular situation, look in the description box below and you'll find a link. So, thank you for watching and subscribing, Pisces. Subscribe to this channel if you want to get these updates every month, and also some other videos on tapping to help improve your relationships. So till next month, I'll see you then.